Hello everyone, welcome back to Persona 4 Dancing All Night. And don't mind Bill, he's crazy. No, we were saying up stuff, so we last left off being dragged into what's called the Midnight Stage apparently. So let us proceed in and find out the fate of all mankind. Even though the game has barely started, which is hard to believe.
Senpai! You, Senpai! Oh, you're up. Thank goodness.
In vain? Let's be concerned.
Rise, Naoto, are you alright?
That's for the YouTube people, Bill. That's for the people not here, man.
We're okay.
You know, these get uploaded to YouTube, you know.
You're the one we're worried about. We couldn't wake you up at all.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yes, I'm glad to see you conscious as well. Though, our situation still isn't very good.
It's so dark here, I can't see anything. Where are we?
My guess is we're in the other world that those who see the video are taken to.
No, Bill, I'm talking about YouTube.
It seems the rumor was true.
It's not dead yet, though Google's doing a pretty good job of it.
That voice!
Welcome, Rise Fujikawa, to our Midnight Stage.
Midnight Stage?
That's right. An ideal world where no one hurts or gets hurt. I only intended to invite Rise-san here, but oh well.
Yeah, I like how the goals. I like Chie Noto. Noto-kun.
I prepared a stage for you all. Here, take a look.
Kada can have Yukiko. He's obsessed with Yukiko. Yukiko is boring. Why, it's a stage! You just said it!
Just who the heck are you?
Yeah, Kada likes Yukiko. He seems to like very, polite, Asian girls. Though then again, he seemed interested in the Norse and Dampa Wampa too, which really threw me through a loop. That I was kinda surprised about. I was like, really? I think we're seeing the darker fetishes side of Carter here.
Not only did you drag us here, you put this thing together.
Yeah, this is copyright infringement. I ain't getting my lawyers down here. They're gonna march down here and we'll bust it in and take this place down for all it's worth.
What are you trying to accomplish?
Never mind that. I just want to connect with all of you. Look, see how many have been waiting for your comeback.
Are these shadows?
Come now, won't you sing? Dance for them. It'll make everyone happy.
Strange yellow weapons.
I've had enough of this!
Dog called us somethings?
You kidnap us to who knows where, and now you want us to dance for these shadows? To hell with that! Send us back home, now!
What the shadows.
Quiet.
Send you back? No, you're all going to dance. That's what everyone's here for, after all.
I don't know how they're dancing to this. It sounds like blood in my ears.
What is this? I feel weak.
Isn't it wonderful? This song is my gift to everyone.
See the dialogue, but the dialogue's on the bottom. I'm confused. Because the dialogue's on the bottom there, Bill. I'm not sure what you mean.
Don't you feel it? How they all desire to connect with you?
So that song and the shadows dance is what's affecting us.
Oh! Is it cutting off some of the inner dialogue? Oh. Crap, I didn't even... Ooh. Zizzles. Let's... Let me do... yeah, I guess it is a little... What text did you miss, by the way? Let's see. Guess I could also shrink it a little bit. Might have to just go with the text box there, maybe, and not go with the fancy thing, maybe. We'll take a look at the next time there's some inner thoughts, and we'll take a look at how far it goes.
You, Senpai!
It's my bad. I apologize for that.
Right.
Well, assuming that's the top where it always starts, I think that should work. We'll keep an eye on it.
Ready?
Persona!
Didn't she say something about no violence?
My bullets disappeared. And Senpai's persona too?
She still has a gun on her. You know, I find it very amusing the fact that Nota keeps getting to carry a real gun around, but in Persona 5, there's a very heavy emphasis on using fake toy guns.
Is this your doing?
Yeah, Nota-kun's persona wasn't very useful in the original. I heard they vastly boosted it up in usefulness in Golden, though.
Don't accuse me of something I didn't do. I told you earlier. Now my head's hurt here.
What do you want from us?
Oh, crap, I forgot to look at the inner thoughts, so... Damn it.
Nothing really. We're just asking you to accept us. Come on, let's connect with these eternal bonds.
Nota-kun is a detective, not a cop, and I'm pretty sure there's an age to be a cop. And yes, it is incredibly hard to have guns, even as a police officer. You pretty much have to have extreme crazy shit happening for police officers in Japan to even have guns. Citizens cannot have guns. They are not something they're allowed to have.
Won't you be good children? It's all right. Don't be frightened. Let's dance together. Won't you join us, Racing Kujikawa?
My mind.
Careful! This is bad.
No, I can't.
Rise-san!
I can't lose.
What the?
I can move again? But how?
Could it be? We need to move. The shadows are being affected by our music and movement. It's just as I thought. That eerie song we're hearing is forcing the shadows to dance. If we can interrupt that song and the shadows dance, we might get through this.
But how?
I don't know. But one idea comes to mind. If we can force them into a different song and dance like before, then maybe...
What a child!
No!
Naoto-kun!
You're connected with us. Now you can become the you everyone wants you to be.
Senpai! Rise-san, please! Stop there. Their dance.
Naoto!
We just have to get those shadows moving to our music, right?
Rise?
Senpai, if that stuff Naoto-kun was saying is true, then there is something we can do to help her. Right now.
Huh?
I'll try and use my persona. Maybe I can deliver our music to those shadows at full blast. The way they reacted to my music earlier, I think I might be able to affect them a little bit. But I don't think that'll be enough. That's why I need your help too, Senpai. If music and movement affects them, then we should be able to pull them into our rhythm, right? Don't worry. Just show off your cool dance. I know you can do it, Senpai.
If I nimble quickly, we... Yeah, they kind of were being very fan servicey there for the Rise fans. But Didn't in Persona 1 they wait a police station, if I remember correctly? I don't know about Persona 2 and the other Persona 2. I've never played either of those ones, but I'm pretty sure in Persona 1, didn't they wait a police station? After, everything went to shits?
It's a war out there every day. You can't hide from me. You gotta pray by the rules, pretty cool. Got a nap in the face of this artistry. When your friends and boss become like on the face of it, they miss the history, but they fight all the place in it. The big fight, all the place in it. Had it past times, the just how you love was right. I know it's not your fault to say, but there ain't no other way. So step on up to the plate. Need to face what can spread on into the light of us. Step on up to the plate. 'Cause this ain't a game. It's time to make history, yeah. You sink, you fall, break down anything you can take. One more round, but something almost evil keeps getting you up. Something angry, something deep, something stuck in your gut, something telling you you cannot give up, you cannot give up. So you fight the times, it's just how you was goodbye. It come back and roll right. Take your loss, the thing is right. So step on up to the plate. And if you fall, get up right like a phoenix. That's your fate. Step on up to the plate. It's your last chance now. It's time to make history today. Step on up to the plate. Need to face what can spread out into the light of love. Step on up to the plate.
Persona is the power of the heart. Depending on your heart's true nature, it changes form. Not just for hurting, and not just for fighting. Right now, I know I can show you how I really feel. We will never stop changing. Answer my call. Izanagi!
I have another viewer of mine that actually really likes Weesay. He likes a lot of pop star type
Good, that
girls.
went excellently. That was my best dance. I wish I could always do that.
Everyone has their own taste. Yeah, I thought they waited at the police station, but you gotta keep in mind, I had played Persona 1 like really freaking long time ago. I never beat it either. The bass was dumb and awesome. Wait, I'm confused. Am I missing something? Okay. Yeah, I think the text box will be good though. Yeah, I apologize for blocking some of that. I did not actually think about that. Did not cross my mind. I will have to rearrange. I will probably remodify the Persona 4 chat thing, but obviously I have to do that later. I will see what I can do.
Senpai! That was a fantastic performance! Actually, what was that persona just now? There was something different about it.
I'm not sure. But when I thought I wanted to convey my feelings to those shadows...
Oh.
my persona responded from within me.
You're referring to the actual music. I thought you were talking about something else.
Way to go, Senpai! And that's why you're our leader. Only you can pull off something that amazing.
Stop trying to suck up to him.
Come on.
I swear in the future they're gonna make them a love couple or something if they keep bringing them back to the Persona series.
Naoto-kun, we did it! Senpai gave him a super sweet show.
I sensed it as well. That's what allowed me to return to my right mind.
Yay! Naoto-kun!
You sensed it? But you got caught by that ribbony thing and...
Yes. Because of that, I learned something about those shadows.
She mind hacked them.
Really? What did you find out?
When caught in that ribbon, it's as if you're forced to be the you that others desire, rather than how you perceive yourself. You're made to believe you want to be tied to the other shadows with that ribbon, even if it means discarding who you truly are. The most dreadful thing is that I myself felt sure that it was what I needed to do.
That's crazy! You're no one else but you, Naoto-kun.
Well, in hindsight, I can see how bizarre the assumption was. So my theory is that the ribbon has the power to induce those beliefs.
Oh, no. You have the Dragon H.C. Bailey jokes. It's a tentacle hentai porn. No, not really. Uh-oh. Well, I think we're learning about Bill's darker fetishes now.
Yeah, I sensed it too.
He must be a Zotan fan then.
While I was dancing, I felt like I couldn't let my guard down at all. That the shadows would take me if I did.
Don't look that up, kids, by the way. Don't look up Zotan if you're a kid. You're probably gonna look her up now, ain't you?
That song and the shadows dance probably have a similar power.
Don't look her up.
So what I did was concentrate on getting my message across as I danced.
You said something like that earlier, too. What did you want to tell them?
I just did what you said, Rise. Dancing is about expressing yourself and your feelings to the people watching you, right? So I danced to show the shadows who I am, not what they wanted to see.
And as a result, I remembered who I am. It's ironic that the key to this confrontation was the true self I once tried so hard to deny. One shouldn't abandon oneself just because they've been connected to others. I feel that those shadows were released from the ribbon's binding because they sensed that as well. Rise-san, you didn't get that sense from watching him dance?
Of course I did. I could tell his dancing was different from usual. I just couldn't put it into words because of all that persona stuff that happened.
Yeah, I'm sure you got the message loud and clear, Rise.
cotton candy ice cream.
The shadow's presence is fading. What's going on? It's like they're returning somewhere.
But you're gonna have a big fight with the current person in charge of the story, because he seems to really be pushing Weesay and the main character together like hardcore, man. So you're gonna have a pretty big fight with him. But you can always have some of the cotton candy. DJ brought some, so might as well also have an explosion in your mouth.
Returning? To where?
I don't know, but that's the feeling I get. With that weird ribbony thing gone, it seems they all disappeared from this world. Maybe they realized something wasn't right, like you did, Nato-kun.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Still, what could those shadows have been? They didn't seem quite like the shadows we knew.
Just playing some Persona 4 dancing all night. It's all good though. Or is it?
You don't like this stage, after all the trouble I went through to prepare it?
You again. I've had enough of this. Is your idea of eternal bonds tying up the shadows with that thing? You've got one twisted mind.
That's right. If this is the connection you speak of, then it's much too one-sided.
What's so funny?
It's okay. If that's what you think, then I certainly won't force you to stay here. But don't get so cocky just because you set those back. Our bonds are eternal. There are countless others to forge them with.
Hugh, are you gonna bring someone else in here?
Sorry, but you've already stepped off the stage. The next performances will be beginning soon, featuring Tamami and the others.
Tamami? You don't mean...
The members of Kanamine Kitchen. Did you kidnap them?
Why do you care? It has nothing to do with you.
I'll try scanning the area. Come, Persona! There are some places where shadows are bunched up. 1, 2, 4 total? I found someone! Is this... Tomoe?
No playing around in the venue. It's off limits to unauthorized personnel.
No!
Goodbye, Rise Kujikawa.
Is this?
Well, at least they escaped, eh? Well, that's what nice plump booties are for.
Ow! Jeez! Is this how you treat an idol?
Like a disembodied voice in another dimension chaos.
Looks like we're back in the studio. So as soon as we reject the bond that voice spoke of, we're promptly asked to leave.
At least we're all back safe.
Yeah, without Teddy, they would have actually kind of been screwed, wouldn't they?
Uh-huh. I was honestly bracing myself for the worst. But wait! That reading I got a second ago! It was definitely Tomoe's. I'm certain that's who I picked up on.
The same Tomoe-san we met earlier?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Man, you're a real big Weesei hater, aren't you, Bill? I mean, she's not my cup of tea, but I don't like hate her.
What about the other girls? Kanamin Kitchen is Konami-san and 4 other members, right?
I don't know. That place was a lot bigger than I thought. The only reading I picked up on in the moment I had was Tomoe's.
I mean, again, I don't like hate Yukiko like as a person. I just hate her like as she's just boring. Like she's not as interesting as the other. I mean, even Weesei has a much more interesting kind of build up to her story and character and such than Yukiko. I mean, she's not like an evil, horrible person or character or anything. It's just I find her boring.
Given what we heard from Konami-san, it's safe to assume the rest of Kanamin Kitchen disappeared around the same time.
This ain't that kind of game, DJ.
If you detected Tomoe-san's reading over there, the others are likely to have been taken as well.
This isn't Tenchi Muyo here.
Yeah, Naoto's right.
Cause all the anime kids these days probably don't know what Tenchi Muyo is anyway. They're probably all into all the other stuff that's like that. I don't even have a modern example, to be honest. There's too much anime that could count as harem anime these days. They ingest everything into anime. It's like, we need to use everything we can think of to try and get a fan base.
The rumored video clip that plays at midnight, victims who have fallen unconscious, and now a group of missing idols. This does seem to demand an investigation.
First things first, though. What was that world we were in? The name Midnight Stage bothers me.
Well, it seems obvious. Yeah. Midnight Channel, stage. It's the other world, you fool!
There were shadows there too. It seemed kind of like the TV world we used to go into.
Well, technically, if you remember at the end of Persona 4, the true person behind everything explained that the TV world was basically tapping into the mental consciousness of humans. So, with that train of thought, it could basically just be a whole different dimension, not necessarily a TV world. You were just using a TV to tap into it.
And then there's that voice. It has to belong to the root of this trouble.
You don't really think it's that, deceased idol behind this, do you?
Now, why do you bring that up, we say?
That's beyond my knowledge. Let's put that possibility aside for now.
Yeah, that's not what we need to focus on right now.
Yosuke is a good waifu. What? He wasn't even good in the crossplay contest that happened in the original game. If anything, him and Kanji were the worst. The worst in that. The main character was like very in the middle, and can we just have Nato-kun win it? I mean, she was technically cross-dressing at the time, right? I'll give it to Nato-kun. Give that back, Teddy. You don't need that.
Either way, I can't leave them in that awful place. Please, you senpai, Naoto-kun, could you help me out? I want to save them.
Well, we could technically leave them in there and give you better chances of being famous again.
Of course. Count me in.
I'm a bit shocked, in fact. Did you think we'd shrug it off as none of our concern? There are already victims, making this an honest-to-goodness case. And we're the only ones who can solve it.
And the thing is, in the songs that Teddy does, there are parts where he'll pop out of the bear suit, and he'll either be wearing his normal clothing, or sometimes he'll actually wear the Alice in Wonderland outfit. I think it's random between which ones he's wearing in his human form, but I'm not sure. It could be related to the song too.
Now that that's decided, we need a plan. Yosuke and the others will be here in the morning. I'm sure they'll help us out too.
Now they're all gonna turn away and be like, fuck this, we've had our fill of shadows.
And let's go over the case once they join us. For now, though, I think we should leave. We need our rest after all.
Right. Things are gonna get busy, so we should rest while we can.
Got it. I'll go ahead and email everyone about the situation.
I don't think they'll be happy to hear about the situation.
Oh, we shouldn't drag Konami into this, huh? I feel bad, but I won't tell her anything.
I'm going to put the "You'll regret it" sign out there. No, the "You'll regret it" card. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna throw the "You will regret it" card at you, we say.
Yeah, I agree. It's for her own safety.
You can have one too.
Okay, so I'll just contact our gang. Well then, you two ready to go home?
Yeah.
Very much so.
Hey, there were no subtitles for that. Clearly, whoever did that scene hates people who can't hear. Yeah. What's that weird music again? Oh, I forgot I was in here.
That is how their festival began. What do you think?
It was a very interesting story. Yes, a very, very interesting story. I liked the parts about the cross-dressing Teddy. Okay, I fell asleep.
Fate is truly full of surprises, no? They faced themselves and gained the power to stand up against difficulties, but their next trial was quite different. rather than a contest of strength. It required them to openly express themselves and convey their feelings.
You know, this is probably the one part I don't really like about the story, because you don't ever really find out who she's talking to, and I'm on the belief they were designing it to literally be you, as opposed to someone else. There is like a theory that she might be talking to the main character of Persona 5, but I think that's just stretching strings. Wow, Bill, you're getting kind of dark. But, yeah, because, I mean, it doesn't really make sense talking to you, like, I mean, what, because, you know, they say nothing happens in the Velvet Room with no meaning, so, I mean, like, what's the purpose of you being here?
However, this did not deter him.
Maybe in Persona 6 they'll find out that the main character is a disco dancer, and this is how it all started, maybe.
And as if in response to that firmness of will, his power changed its form, adapting perfectly to the new situation. Fascinating, don't you think?
Oh boy, I actually did enjoy the story for this game. Oh, I thought you meant like, well, I guess I misunderstood what you meant by it then.
By the way, have you thought about why you have found yourself here?
Yes, I've thought about it a lot, and I have no answers.
Don't worry yourself over it. I don't have that answer for you.
And you never will.
I asked only out of my own curiosity. Well then, allow me to show you a little more of the story.
But yeah, honestly, this is the one thing I really don't like about the game story is just... I get them making it, well, she's reenacting a story to you, but I just find it weird they wanted it to be the player. I mean, that seems to be the obvious thing they're doing.
Here is where we left off with their festival.
No, I thought you meant like kill her or something.
Hi, Spot Sensei! Your friendly bear is back in town!
What is up with that get-up, you fool? Why are you wearing a crown? What do you think you are, the king of the disco?
That makes no sense when you're not in the costume, man.
Oh, man. It's so nice and cool inside the office. I feel like a human being again.
Yeah, I'm not really someone who likes the heat either. We're starting to get a little below 80 now in my area, so it's getting better. I'm more of a low 70s, high 60s types person myself. Yeah, I think they would be a little phased by that. It's like, oh no, not more shadows. Well, maybe not Yosuke. I mean, Yosuke was kind of excited about it. That was kind of like his whole shadow incident was about.
I'm glad you're all here.
Hey, have you met any celebrities yet? Are they cute? Tell me everything!
Oh yeah, and Yosuke is a... Yosuke and Teddy are big pop star people. 30s, 40s. Whoa, that's real low. That's kind of chilly low, man. I guess maybe I should say that's my highest tolerance for heat, I guess. It's probably a better way. I mean, I wouldn't mind the lower 60s overall. Not sure about 30s. That might be a little too cold.
There's always someone like him. Come on, Yosuke-senpai. You were just here the other day to film the commercial.
The other day, so wait. So they came up here, did commercial, then went back home, and then came back up. Why not just stay here?
Yeah, but I was too nervous then to think about any of that stuff.
Yosuke too nervous to think about women?
Oh, the time has finally come! I'm in a big city, and not some dreary country town. And I get to hang out with celebrities! It's like a dream come true.
And the dream that Sally got popped.
Well, excuse us for living in such a dreary place.
And there went any future hope with Chie.
Is that what you think of Inaba, Yosuke-kun?
And definitely if you had any hopes for Yukiko, because he did like Yukiko. He even mentioned trying to ask her out before at the beginning of Persona 4, so yep, there you go. You shot down 2 women. Good job, Yosuke.
Ahem. Did you forget that I'm a celebrity too? And a pretty famous one at that?
Well, and we say Aso's from Inaba too, so yeah. I guess he kind of screwed himself out with 3 women.
Yosuke-senpai's been like this the whole trip over here.
And Kanji just poured the concrete into it.
He's memorized every damn thing about that Kanamine chicken or whatever.
Chicken.
Kept blabbering on and on about the girls non-stop. Even knows their full names.
Well, I guess if you're obsessed with some people, I mean, you might as well.
Dude, what? You're bringing that up now?
I love how all these characters interact when they're all together. Making a mental apology. Yosuke, I'm so sorry that it's so funny laughing at you.
You're the worst.
Oh!
Seriously, the worst.
Ooh!
Just completely terrible.
Oh, and that was the finisher. Now, Kanji, I don't want to get into the whole explaining Kanji and localization thing with him.
Yosuke, you're awful.
I forgot about that. I'll have to try. There's a really good video that talks about the localization thing with the Kanji Shadow. I'll have to see if I can find that and share it with you. That's kind of sad. Teddy has to go though.
I just got here and I'm already catching hell. And Teddy, what are you taking their side for?
What do you think, Yosuke? He's as much as a pervert as you. Of course he's going to take the lady's side, you blithering moron.
Looks like the dream is dead.
Yep, Yosuke, you just screwed your future in Amber. Better hope some new chicks move in.
Mostly thanks to you.
Well, yeah, Kanji did pour the concrete into it and made sure it was sealed. No, it's... Like I said, I don't want to get into Kanji's localization kind of thing. Essentially, Kanji deals more with the... What's a simple way of putting it? Kanji's character was supposed to refer to, like, trying to accept and learn, like, what you really like in yourself. Like, the American localization makes it seem more like I have hidden feelings for men, and it's more the concept of Kanji didn't understand what being a man is. You know, in America, it's a stereotypical thing of like, oh, big, strong, poet, But like the message for Persona 4 is that being a man is pursuing what you really like and enjoy. And he liked doing tailor things, making stuff with cloth and needles. So he accepted his true self.
Anyway.
I guess that's probably the simplest way of putting it. Not really good though. Like trying to talk about the whole thing and the localization changes and how Western and Japanese cultures portray the scenes is just a whole big ordeal thing.
That aside, I had a message for you. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan are gonna be running a little late. Sounded like he's been busy with work.
Well, I'm saying, like, the idea was that being manly doesn't necessarily just mean being powerful. Being true to yourself is being, like, the Persona 4 is about being very truthful to yourself, accepting your real self. And Kanji conflates what he truly liked to do because they're considered feminine. So he conflicted on what being a man is.
That's too bad.
Come on, cheer up, partner. Just have a little patience, and Nanako-chan will be here in no time.
Man, that was one hell of a long trip. I've been sitting down so long, my butt's sore.
We really should have taken the express train, but Yosuke had to insist we ride a bus instead.
Dude, you guys are the ones who said you were low on cash. There's no way I could have paid for all your tickets.
I have to say, you three aren't looking very well. Are you okay? Did you sleep badly?
A lot happened last night after all.
You mean that midnight stage stuff? I got most of the story from Rise's email. Though it was so out of nowhere that I had to ask a ton of follow-up questions.
I read it too. Those girls are being held captive, right, Rise-chan?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You guys came all the way out here and I have to ruin it with bad news.
How Kanji's whips end is a little more complicated from simply just taking what's in the American version of Persona 4 at face value. It's sadly a lost in translation through cultural kind of thing. I mean, I could see why people would perceive the situation like that, but that's not the case at all. Which is why, damn it, what's that one channel, Extra Quits. Extra Quits did an awful job on a video on Kanji. Terrible. I will look for that video on Kanji. It's a very good video on it. I think it does a very good job explaining it a lot better. Extra Quits did a terrible job. That was probably one of the first signs of Extra Quits doing like SJW things before SJW things became like a culture war thing.
Hey, no need to apologize, Rise-chan. Never fear. All the dance practice I've gotten in lately has been a good workout for me.
And also, SJWs actually hate Kanji and Nato-kun, which is weird. I remember Biana Wu doing a tweet saying they are horrible representations for trans and mixed sexual thoughts and shit. They were terrible representation. I'm like, why? Because they decided to actually be a guy and a girl and be that? Is that why? Because they decided to accept one or the other? Like, that seems kind of stupid logic to me. Yes, he does like cute things.
And I've never missed a day of regular training either. I'm ready for anything.
See, I think with, like, kanji for the American version, I mean, Exquits may not necessarily be wrong that the localization team might have thought that might have been a better idea, but just the way Exquits presented the video was just terrible. I mean, that might have been what the localization might have been going for. Personally, I think it's going for more of a, like, and this is just my thoughts, not being like Extra Credits, where it's a proven damn fact, black and white. Okay, but I think it, like, people in high school usually go through, like, the sexual stuff, you know. Not saying they actually go into sex, but I mean, like, relationships, what you like, you go through stuff involved in that. And I think the idea with Kanji was to have him be confused about what he was attracted to in the localization. I personally think that's what they were going for, but it could have just been easily just be like, it'd probably be just easier to make it seem like he might be, like, gay-ish, but then decide not to. Who knows?
Count me in too! Look, behold the results of my training with Rise-chan!
I mean, honestly, the only way we would know whatever the hell for a fact it would be to ask the actual people who localized it. And sadly, one of those people were one of the people who helped localize Fire Emblem Fates with Nintendo Treehouse. It is a very well-known SJW, and he blocked me on Twitter too, because that Booby Ninja game that Marvelous and Xseed do, like, he did a video where he's like, there's enough room for so-and-so game and Gone Home and blah blah blah. So, and I believe in that message. There's enough room for everything. But then he'll go on Twitter and tell publishers not to publish that game. And I point out, you don't seem to believe in your own message. And then he blocked me. And I'm like, fuck you then.
1, 2, bam!
You know, this is turning more in about being localization than this game now. See, this is why I didn't want to get into this, Bill. But Bill couldn't let go. He couldn't let go. Tap into a Slim Jim.
That has nothing to do with fighting shadows.
You never know. I mean, it's gonna be our dancing that beats him this time around, right?
Oh, right, yeah. Man, why dancing of all things?
I really like Kanji because of his character, actually. Not lying, I grew up being very confused about my feelings when I was in, like, between late middle school, high school. I wasn't really good with the relationship. He hit shadows with a chair. That's why I like Kanji, because I actually can relate to Kanji.
We're not sure how that really works.
I was a pretty emotionally confused child when I was young. Now, I'm not saying like I was like, oh, I love guys. I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I was just confused about relationship things, like. So I could relate to being confused and emotional at a young age.
In fact, there are many things that we don't understand as of yet.
That's also why I relate to Natokun, because I also like different things that different people would describe as manly and feminine. And both Natokun and Kanji both deal with things that relate to that, so that's why I like them both as characters. They overcome the things that bother them to be them true selves.
All we know is that our power won't defeat these shadows.
Well, it will, just you can't express it the same way. Instead of a sword, you need to express it through emotion.
Instead, we've discovered that we can free them by affecting them with our dance.
They're trying to capture us with their dancing too, right? Then it sounds to me like we ought to fight fire with fire.
Expressing ourselves through dance. It sounds exciting.
Not to be mean to anyone here, but should they be having this conversation in the front lobby of the building?
You guys, this isn't all fun and games.
Yeah, you're all turning into Yosuke at the beginning of the first game. Well, this is going to be a long case. And considering we're going to be sitting here and not going through a lot of the text
Thanks,
fast.
everyone. It's time the investigation team got back in action.
Because, you know, I can read faster than their voice acting. So unless I really want to hear their voice acting say the line, I could go through the dialogue really faster when I first played through this. But we're going to let it all play, so that's going to make it extra longer.
I can't remember how many times that's happened by now.
Well, call it fate or whatever. But if you ask me, that's just how we are.
Well, they're kind of in the food court and a table in the middle. I mean, true, they are doing it in the mall, but it's usually not. I think there's a few times where there's some people there.
If we can save people, I'm all for it. I think it's definitely better than doing nothing.
They probably would have been better off doing it like Persona 5 and hanging out on the rooftop.
My magnificent moves will save all the innocent idols.
Oh, Teddy.
And one of them will fall madly in love with me, despite it being forbidden in the world of showbiz.
You know, actually, that is a very interesting line right there, because that is actually kind of accurate for Japan music idols. A lot of those idol groups for female idols, a lot of times they're not allowed to date or have a relationship with guys or anything, because they feel like it'll hurt their image and sales and things. Like, I don't remember that really big group. I know Gaijin Goomba brought him up before in some of his older videos. Like, I remember, like, I think it was like 5 years ago or something, like one of them got caught being in a date and it causes gigantic shitstorm in Japan.
Like that had happened. Man, I really can't take you anywhere.
Yeah, let's just stuff him back in his bail suit and throw it in the closet.
Wait a sec. What if Teddy's got a point? What if he's not entirely wrong this time? Is there even the slimmest of slim chances that it could happen for me?
Oh, these daydreaming fools.
Never, as long as you're thinking like that.
Yeah, basically what he said, bro.
Ah, you're all here. I hope your long trip was a smooth one.
Oh, hey, Inoue-san.
Main character gets the idol and leaves her for some regular girl, and then she doesn't want to sing the damn song. Oh, Makwa? Is that the one where, like, there's a gigantic war and they have the chick sing a song in space while people are blowing up and shit? Ugh. Wait, no, wait. I think I'm thinking of Wobotech on that. Was Bobcross the one with that really big boob chick that like the main kill? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. Oh my goodness.
I hope I wasn't interrupting anything.
Isn't this our chance? Want to try and get some information out of him?
Oh, so it was the first one? Oh. What? Oh yeah, because Wobotech was the localized version of it. That's why. I was confused with another anime. Why do they care if one of them's staying? I just leave the poll go on. For some reason, that's how idol business is in Japan. For some reason, that most of them aren't allowed to have boyfriends or date because they just think it'll hurt business or something. Not a lot of them are allowed to. At least really big popular ones usually. Maybe smaller ones are a lot nicer about it.
Huh? Wow, you're all in costume. Now, the show's still a ways off, but you seem so fired up already.
Oh, it's also funny you bring up Wobotech, by the way, Bill. Because, let's see. What were the people, trying to remember, it was like Golden Harmony, I think they were called? Who did the localization? And they have religiously believed they own all the rights to it in America forever. So, the owners in Japan are apparently actually suing them first time in ages to get the rights back. Because of them, they've blocked so many mech games related to Wobotech's universe from coming to America. That's why that big crossover mech game series that Namco does, like some of the Wobotech shit's in that, and that's why almost none of those come to America. It's because of Golden Harmony or whatever the fuck they were called. But apparently they are in a lawsuit now. After fucking being a spearheaded jackass about for years. He's the bad guy, you're calling it?
Well, we were thinking we should do a full group dress rehearsal. But we didn't know if there was any place to change, so we just wore our costumes.
I see. But you know, there are plenty of changing available here.
Plus, did you not plan the shower?
Goodness, Kanji-kun, your hair certainly stands out. It really packs a punch.
Well, he should know what it looks like. Now, you do have to keep in mind, this conversation is the kind of thing that conforms that this takes place after the additional ending in Golden. If you ever see the ending in Golden, Kanji actually cleaned up his hair in it because he's not a natural blonde. So he actually, you'll see.
Huh? You think so? Guess I'm used to it. I mean, I had it like this for the longest time. Oh, but this festival is the last time I'm gonna wear this punk getup, though. I made up my mind to stop acting like a badass and be more like who I really am.
Ah, I see. That sounds like a fine idea.
I can't. Was it black hair? I can't actually remember what color it was. It's the only time so far you ever see him like that. Oh yeah, they've blocked so much anything related to the series. They've fucking cock-blocked in America, literally. It's amazing how much shit they've done over the years. And just to think how old Wobotech is. I mean, fuck, my dad watched Wobotech when he was young. And I think all that time they've destroyed so much merchandise opportunities for the series in America.
I must say, those costumes look splendid on all of you.
Yeah, admittedly, I'm not a big fan of Kanji's new look in the final ending of Golden, but, well, Kanji be Kanji.
I guess that sort of natural high schooler look can't be faked. People respond well to that sort of thing.
Well, that's actually another interesting line. Anyone ever wonder why high school kind of settings are really freaking common in Japanese media shit? Because that's before you sell your soul to the corporate slaves. So that's usually like a time of all your good memories. So it's a nostalgic thing.
The outfits seem to fit well, too. I'm glad we went to the trouble to have them custom tailored.
Oh, that's good. I wish somebody would do that for me. It's not like you all did much with your hair. You know, they never mention where the hell the main character went to school after all this shit, you know? Well, I mean, he has the right to be how he wants to be. I mean, like, with SJW things, I mean, if they want to be trans or gay or whatever, I wouldn't care if they weren't being assholes. I don't care if you're straight, gay, trans, midget, dog, a cat, a baby. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. But if you want to do that and be a proper person in society, I could care less.
Oh, by the way, can I ask you something, Inoue-san?
Did I actually skip something now or didn't? Okay, it just did a weird fade though.
What is it? I'll try and answer if I can.
It kind of looked like I may. I kind of thought I skipped some from Kanji though, but. Oh, that. Well, sadly, that is how Japan culture a lot looks at it. Like, I know in America, a lot of people think their jobs are terrible. You're in a blessed land if you were to compare yourself to, like, Japanese corporate in, like, college school. Like, essentially, you spend tons of time studying, getting really good grades to get into a really good college in hopes of getting a really good job that you're gonna work day, night. Like, Japan people usually work, like, 50, 60, sometimes even the entire week. And, you know, if you're married, you have children, that means you gotta work even more. That's why, like, right now, Japanese culture in the living space is really strange at the moment. You got a lot of people who ain't getting their own houses, ain't getting jobs. It's kind of messy, like, in America in that sense, that there's a lot of issues in that regard, but the issue itself is different.
Well, it's about the Love Meets Bonds festival. Kaname Kitchen is performing in that too, right?
Yeah, totally. They're not missing at all.
That's the plan. What about it?
Ooh, keeping it cool though, Chief. Good job.
Oh, it's nothing important. I'm a huge fan of theirs, so I was just wondering if I could, say hi to them. That's all.
Ah, I see. Unfortunately, they're all pretty busy right now.
Keeping it smooth and wide.
Huh? Really? That's weird. I mean, most of the group is in the
You fucking idiot.
Oh, ignore him. Just carry on.
Quickly, change the subject.
I mean, of course they're busy. I'm sorry I even asked. It'll be fine. Man, what a shame, though.
Oh, but Konami-chan is in the midst of a poster photo shoot in the studio here. Why don't you go see her later? Rise-chan can show you the way. She'll probably sign an autograph.
An autograph? Seriously? I mean, that'd be great. Then I guess we'll go stop by later.
But yeah, that is a common reason why so much anime and video games. So that is why the high school setting is so common, because that's a lot of the nostalgic moments for a lot of Japanese people in their lives. Sadly, for me though, the high school setting is really freaking old at this point.
You must be tired from the long trip, though, so get some rest first. Well, I have a meeting to attend, so you'll have to excuse me.
Okay, see you later, Inoue-san. Yosuke-senpai, your acting sucks! I was afraid Inoue-san would pick up on it. You too, Teddy. What were you thinking letting that slip?
Jay is an idiot.
I'm deeply sorry.
I'm very sorry.
No, you're not.
Well, at least it's clear now. Now I was acting, those Konami girls ain't come back yet.
Mm-hmm. There's no doubt about it. It must have been Tomoe-san herself that Rise-chan picked up on.
Oh, that's sweet. You know, just recently, the Outlaw Star Blu-ray collection came out. It's the first time it's been available on the market since the DVD collection for years. It's not as expensive as the DVD collection was. Used. That thing was like $200. But I mean, I think it's like $90. It's like, I want it, but it's a lot of money.
There's no doubt.
That is a great anime though. You know though, I've never seen the anime itself uncensored. Like, I know there's the one episode that you were only able to get through the DVD because of Ancient Clan's boobs and shit, because it's a giant hot spring thing and that. I know that episode. I've seen that through internet-y places. But I mean, like, I read some of the Outlaw Star manga. There's a lot of more risque material in there.
Brief, but that couldn't have been anyone else.
So I don't know if the anime was. The anime probably wasn't. They probably actually didn't censor a whole lot. I do know. Oh man, I'm trying to. What was her name? The one in the suitcase. Began with an M. I'm pretty sure it began with an M. What was it? It's like on the tip of my tongue. But I remember she was actually completely naked when she was in the suitcase. I remember they put like a black two-piece swimsuit thing on her. Oh, they're gonna show it uncensored? I don't know about that. Maybe if it was on Adult Swim. But like, they're like, at the very beginning of the manga, Gene's literally having sex with someone in his womb. And then, this was one of the things I always wondered about.
I'm positive that reading was Tomoe's.
Yes, I always wondered about that. The reading. No, that pirate chick with the eye patch, Gene also has sex with her in the manga too. Now the anime kind of hints it a little, but I mean, you literally. Well, it's at night. Oh, is it? What, they replace Adult Swim? But in in the manga, you see the boobs and shit, you know. Like, if I remember correctly, in the opening of the manga, you kind of see Jean actually getting business on. I don't remember it showing much with the pirate chick, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if that actually existed in anime, or if they decided to be like, okay, we're gonna be a little more PG with the anime.
It's decided then. Let's all watch that video at midnight tonight.
But the only things I can remember off the top of my head was the chick in the suitcase was naked in the suitcase. They put a black two-piece thing or one-piece thing on her. I remember that being something they censored. And then there was the whole hot spring episode, which luckily still got localized for the DVD. It's so strange because that episode is such an important plot point for the end. Was it? I don't remember that. At least, man, it's been so fucking long since this. Well, I don't remember it showing nudity in the American anime.
And we'll head into the midnight stage once more.
I mean, the manga literally had nudity. Like...
What? Did I say something odd?
Yeah, you did say something odd. That's why this whole video is going to be demonetized now.
Naoto, every now and then you say some pretty nutso stuff like it's no big deal.
I didn't think too much about how we were going in there, but that sounds pretty scary.
There's no other way. We don't know any other means of getting in.
Why are you blushing?
In any case, time is of the essence. Come on, let's hurry to the studio.
You know, something interesting to also lead up is there was a lot of times they actually tried to make a sequel to Outlaw Star. I believe you can find some concept art of it floating around, if I remember quickly. It's a real shame. They leave off on a note where they could totally make a sequel and shit. I mean, it's fucking space. There's tons of things they could be going on a freaking adventure on. I mean, it's just, oh my goodness. I can't believe it never continued on in anything. It's such a shame. Great cast of characters and everything. What a shame, but I guess some things are never meant. Or I could always just shift into another dimension. Maybe that one will have a sequel. But in that dimension, that might be the one angry Nord that died in the basement from the evil bears from that one storybook. I don't want to be in that dimension. Kill stuffed bears. No, no, no.
That reminds me, we didn't get too many chances to all rehearse together.
You know, this ended up being way too much about localization, Japanese culture during this whole scene.
There's probably a lot we can learn from each other, so let's get as much practice as time permits.
So I deeply apologize to anyone watching on YouTube about all that. It's about that interaction though, isn't it? Tutorial. I guess we can take a quick look at it. I can't remember what this...
Here we go.
It should be really short.
Yo, yo, yo! Time for me to get your next lesson rolling! First, I'm gonna talk about these things called unison notes. Sometimes these stretchy notes will come flying at you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's still just basic things. I can't remember...
This non-stop rehearsal's brutal. My legs are killing me.
Well, at least Bill admits it. Okay, everyone, get your pitchforks and flames. He's right over there.
We are appearing in a professional concert after all. Plus, there's the midnight stage to worry about. We need practice.
Don't we have enough problems?
Yeah, that stuff about fighting through dance, it sounds pretty hard.
Hey, at least you're not physically being punched in the face by otherworldly evolutions.
It does, but we have to do it.
No, I mean, if you just have to express your true self, I mean, technically, I mean, you could argue you could dance badly and still express yourself as long as you're doing your true self. I mean, that's kind of the concept the game uses, so.
Good job, guys. You're all working real hard. I didn't think our routine would come together so well from the get-go. That's why I think I'm gonna give you a reward, Yosuke-senpai.
Ooh!
A reward? Did you have something for me?
Don't give hopes up there, we say. Sorry if that was loud just before, too.
You like Hanami Kitchen, right?
Ooh! Okay, sorry. What am I trying to do? Shaggy's werewolf call for that one movie?
Well, why don't we go check out Konami's photo shoot?
Ooh, seriously?
And yeah, just then, Yosuke just realized he had hope.
Everyone else wants to go too. Plus, I want to introduce you all to Konami. Come on, you senpai. Shake a leg or we're gonna leave you two behind.
I'm coming, of course we'll go with you. Let's just hang on a sec.
Well, she is a pop idol. If she can't do that, then she's probably not doing no job very good. I don't know how much editing that was in Outlaw Star. I'm not sure about any actual set. I mean, I'm sure there is some in Lone Kenshin, but I'm not actually really aware of any. Lone Kenshin wasn't too bad in normal violence stuff. I'm not sure if there really was much censor in that. But yeah, like I said, I don't know how those two scenes will really in the anime. Like, I've never seen the Japanese version. Because, I mean, if I remember correctly, in the manga, with the pirate chick, Jean and Orville basically, like, partially busy in bed while talking about things, and you get several boob shots. It's still clothing. Cross-dressing's not like some new bland joke. Cross-dressing's been done before even in American shit. I mean, look at our Maniacs. Or Tiny Toon Adventures. Or just Looney Tunes. Or Tom and Jerry.
Damn, her head's so tiny. And look how long her legs are.
Her head's tiny, her legs are long, and nobody's commenting on what... Yep, no, I'm not gonna go there. That's gonna be a free shot for Bill to bring up DSP.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty amazing. I wonder what size she is in front.
Oop.
Wowee! She's so cute!
Hell, I think even the Muppet Babies had cross-dressing joke in it. I think I vaguely remember a scene with Gonzo in Muppet Babies, I think.
Her chest is like BAM! While her waist is so slim, she's totally Yosuke's type!
And you probably just triggered every SJW in the room, Teddy!
Hey, keep it down! Wow, though, that's really her. Seriously, thanks so much for letting us see the real Kanamine.
Well, you're not really seeing the wheel hole, to be honest.
I can't bother her while the shoot's going on, but I'll make sure to introduce you all later. You have to be on your best behavior, though. Promise?
Yes, yes. I swear on the Junes name that I won't cause a scene.
He's really being determined about this.
I swear on the Yosuke name that I won't cause a scene either.
Why are you swearing on Yosuke's name?
That makes no sense. Then why are you swearing by me?
Uh-oh.
Rise Kujikawa, what is the meaning of this? Are you on some sightseeing trip with that group of yours?
Bitch a lot, bitch a lot.
If it's a field trip you're interested in, could you take it elsewhere?
Lady, I think my device is broken because it's bitching on maximum bitch capacity.
Oh crap! It's Miss Ochimizu!
Quick, throw a can of tomato sauce out on one.
Who's this nasty hag?
You tell. Yeah. No, actually. Oop. That's not what I meant to do. There we go. We'll flame that. Flame it. We'll keep that one for the record book. Actually, I should be taking a few more pictures while we do this. Yeah, we'll just call by her name. Either of the two options are like making her seem better than she is. We don't want that. Screw her! See, that's the only thing I can think of that would have been cuts for some blood. Yeah, I mean, blood's the only thing I can imagine, because I don't remember any real, like, sex scenes or anything in Kenshin. I mean, that doesn't even sound right in Kenshin's kind of setting. Like, I mean, the kind of mood and humor and storytelling it does. I mean, blood's pretty much... Blood and very extreme violence are the only things I can really imagine them touching up on it. Yeah, I'm sure there was lots of swearing. Like I said, I don't know if there were a lot of tits in the anime. I know that in the manga, lots of boobs, like absolute naked boobs in the manga. Don't know about the anime. I know that, I mean, even in the hot spring episode, I mean, you didn't see any nipples, but you did see a pretty good chunk of Asia Clan's boobs, though. That's for sure.
Alright, this is Miss Ochimizu.
And boy, was she not shy to flaunt them in front of Jean. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. I do remember the one officer guy actually was based on a real character. Technically, Kenshi is Kenshi's mixed because the person he's based off in history has no grounding on whether he really was a person or urban legend. So that kind of just depends on whether you believe he really was a person or not. But the officer guy, oh crap, he was like somebody with a Shimigumi, wasn't he, I believe? But he was actually based on a real historical character that was known to actually exist.
She's the general producer of the festival we're performing at.
Dude, are you serious? The general producer of the Love Meets Bonds Festival is Kyoka, the Empress Ochimizu?
Well, you sound like you actually know this chick, Yosuke.
You know about her, Yosuke?
Oh, this ain't good.
Of course I do! She's always on TV! She's this super scary lady who has no problem making other celebrities cry!
Well, you're not making us feel any better with any of this.
I don't get it, but it sounds like she's sort of important.
Sounds like she's a bitch to me. Bitch a lot. Go ahead, call her hag again. I'm sure that'll help the situation. You mean the chick in the suitcase? The robot chick, android chick. I mean, you have the Samurai, Asian Clan. I'm not sure who you mean by magic girl. You talk about the cat girl, the Samurai girl, the android girl who was in the suitcase. Who we're talking about here exactly?
Honestly, we've had enough complications already. I don't need any more cropping up. Perhaps I should demand extra payment from Takara Productions for having to deal with these rude children.
Well, you can do that. I have no problem with that, lady, because that doesn't relate to me at all. Well, none of them are magic as far as I remember. One's an android, one's a cat, one's a samurai. This isn't magical ghost Sasami here.
The hell'd you say?
Beetle down!
Whoa, hold it, Kanji, give me a break! Dude, wait, do you hear something?
What is this? Where's it coming from?
Why are you panicking so hardcore all of a sudden?
Hey, Soundtex, what's going on?
It's that song we heard yesterday right before we fell into the midnight stage.
Senpai, look.
Well, then I'm assuming you're talking about the android chick. Yeah, like I said, in the original anime, when she was in the suitcase, I don't remember it being when she was normally dressed on the ship, but when she was in the suitcase during the beginning parts, she was straight out naked in the Japanese version. Like I said, they put like a two-top black thing or something on her in the American version. Now, I remember at least in the suitcase scenes, she had clothing on in the American version. I remember that in it. I don't remember any scenes about her just walking around the ship naked. Well, at least not in the early scenes when she was just confused about everything. You know, once she got, was it Jean that got her normal outfit? I don't remember, actually. I think Jean bought for, because it was a while before Asia Clan joined them. I mean, she spent several episodes stalking them. And I don't actually remember how the samurai joined them. Wasn't she like hired to assassinate them? And then like he beat her, so she just decided to hang out? I think that was it. Oh man. So rusty on my knowledge.
Whoa. What is this? Could this be a close encounter of some kind?
Aliens. No, actually, something I always was surprised about when I was a kid, when it comes to like full-out nudity boobs. I always remember in Breath of Fire 3. You remember absolutely. Well, to be fair, the samurai chick was probably my least favorite character out of the series. Out of the main cast is. I mean, I liked her better than a number of the throwaway characters, but I mean, out of the main cast, she's probably my least liked. I always remember Breath of Fire 3 when you meet the snake chick from the other two Breath of Fire games. When you first meet her, she appears to you as a full-on naked woman, and you're just like, I think like an 11-year-old boy staring at this chick with giant boobs, straight out naked. Now, it's not detailed, like there's no nipples, and she doesn't have like, you know, anything visible between her legs, but she is full-on frontal nudity towards Wii U, and it's just like, oh my god. And I was like, hell, I was like around that age.
This doesn't make sense. It's not midnight. What's going on?
Yeah, it's early broadcasting.
There's no time for that! Konami's gonna get taken!
Konami is what?
Miss Ochimizu, please move aside!
Excuse us?
Wow! My babies are surprisingly bold!
Yeah, Cheryl, push her to the side.
Wait! I said wait!
No! I said no!
Konami! Get away from that light!
You know, the one thing I don't like about her are her eyes. They're not bad in the profile images, but when they go to the anime cutscenes, her eyes look odd to me. I mean, it doesn't destroy my, I don't, hate her or something, but I mean, something about how her eyes are in the full-out anime cutscene seems odd to me.
Huh? Rise-senpai?
It's like where her pupil is. Like, you can see a little of the white around her pupil in the whole other layer of the eye. But it's like she has, like, in the anime parts, you have the little dot and a big amount of white, and then the other part of the colored eye. Like, it's just something odd about it in the anime cutscenes.
Miss Ochimizu?
Yeah, but I mean, there's something. It just doesn't look like normal anime eyes to me in the anime cutscenes. Like, if you look at the... Well, actually, I shouldn't talk about that. That kind of spoils the opening.
Ugh, how troublesome. Don't I always tell you not to space out like that?
I'll have to wait for the next animated cutscene she's in. It just... I don't know. It feels like it's 3 times more anime.
Ms. Ochimizu?
It's like overdoing the anime eye or something. I just think it's just a thing that I find weird.
Listen, if something happens to me, go to Inoue. The festival must... Ah!
And she's gone.
She got dragged in! What are we gonna do?
Yeah, case closed. Okay, moving on. It is incredibly tempting. Very tempting. Let's do it.
Senpai, this is a perfect opportunity for us. We must save the victims as quickly as we can.
Damn it. Damn you, conscience.
Let's go, everyone.
Good thing there's no consequences for what you say in this.
Yeah!
You know, now you mention it, I think you're actually right. It does, on the outer edges of his eyes, it actually does look like he has a little eyeshadowish effect around there. I hope that's makeup. I'm assuming that's for the game. Oh boy, this started out way longer than an hour. I was just waiting for the next,
Whoa!
Looks like we made it.
We made it, but sadly, it looks like this is going to be the end. That's right, we're cliffhanging it. We're cliffhanging it. Yep. We're way over an hour. I was trying to get to the next moment here. Like I said, this is probably going to be a bit of a chunky playthrough, it has a very chunky story. So, For those who are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching, and until next time.